Awesome. Cool. So as you guys are getting in here, you can raise your hands. You press the little hand button there at the bottom, and somebody should be letting you guys up here. So yeah, thank you so much, David. I honor you, man. Thank you so much for allowing me to have the opportunity to speak in this platform to the people here. And a lot of you guys, I haven't seen some faces. I haven't seen a lot of faces. So my name is Luke. I've been in the insurance agency since I was 18. I failed my test 3 times. And I passed it on the fourth try. Okay. That same week, I was so nervous. I didn't even remember the password to my computer on my first presentation. I was stuttering. I literally felt like sweating like profusely. I was not good at all whatsoever. But I had my back up against the wall because it was either I made this work or I had to go back to college. In my first year of college, it was very depressing, very hard. Did not like going to school, did not like test taking, did not like my teachers. So I was like, guys, if I make this work, I'm going to drop out of college. And so at 18, I did not go back to my second year of college because I ended up making about $5,000 my first week, $4,000 to $5,000 my first week at 18 years old. The reason I did that was because of one thing and one thing only. It all comes to activity. But I also bought into the vision that I was learning from David when I was 18 years old. So I've actually known David for about 6 years now. I'm 25 years old. And one thing that David did really really well was he showed what was possible. And at that time, David hasn't he didn't even make his first million yet, but he had a BMW, he had the i8, he had some really nice cars, and he had a lot of really nice clothes. I was like, oh my gosh, like I want nice cars and nice clothes, right? And I was on the phone with one of my guys yesterday. I'm like, dude, what do you want? Like, what do you want? What do you want? He's like, dude, I want to buy a house and I want to get a new car. I was like, that's awesome. But when you buy a house and get a new car, what that's going to bring? I was like, that's going to bring ladies. And you know what ladies brings? Marriage and kids. I was like, so man, if you go get that house, you go get that car, you're going to end up having a few babies soon, man. So I just want to make sure you're prepared as a man, as a father, as a husband. And that's what its actually job has done for me. It's prepared me more as a father and as a husband than ever before. So I get to work from home. My wife and kids are downstairs. I hear me on playing downstairs from my wife's phone, and I get to be here literally with you guys while I was literally making peanut butter toast 3 minutes ago. I get to come up here and I get to turn on, AO Intel. I get to make dials. I don't have to dial them like usually the last 6 years, guys. I was hand on, boop, 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 boop. And now you can just go swipe dial, swipe dial, swipe dial, swipe dial, swipe dial. So, and then before we were hand dialing, we had to book appointments and go in home, right? So it was, hey, is it okay if I walk into your house right now? You've never met me before, but you're going to go ahead and open that door and I'm going to let myself in, right? And so the activity process has gotten so much easier now, right? So I want you guys to grasp that. Rick Altig is an agency owner. He's doing 160, 170 million a year. He doesn't even now he's a part owner in the insurance company, but this is an agency, guys. So when we talk about owning your franchise, Rick Altig is an agency owner, just like you, Steven, just like you, Terry, just like you, CJ, just like you, Marcus. He is literally an agency owner doing $160 million a year. Now think about this. He started 40 something years ago, 43 years ago. There was no AO Intel. there was there was no veteran market. There was no script that was duplicatable. There was no chat GPT. There was no AI. So if you guys actually need to grasp what's possible here, because if he was able to do 140 to 160 million off of door knocking, Airbnbs, hotel rooms, and the union, how much more can we do with AO Intel and chat GPT? I'm just saying. So if you're not thinking $160 million a year, you're actually not thinking big enough, because it's guaranteed to happen. He's still alive. He's been doing this for 43 years. How many of you guys is going to live another 40 years? I pray that it's all of you guys, right? But so if you're not thinking big enough, if you're not thinking 160 million a year, what's the difference between you and Rick Altig? You both have 5 fingers. You both got 10 fingers. Excuse me. You guys both got 10 toes. I'd hope you got 2 ears, 2 eyes, mouth, and a nose, right? So this opportunity is going to be everything that you want it to be. Now, I hired somebody from Publix yesterday, and I'm talking to this guy, and he only needs to make $3,000 to $4,000 a month, right? I also hired this guy yesterday who's made well over close to 7 figures in the solar business. So guess what? I'm able to paint the vision of, hey man, you just came from Publix. I'm able to help you make 4K. How great of an opportunity is that for that guy at Publix? But I'm also able to talk to the 7 figure business owner and be like, look, man, you can make 100 grand in a month, right? So it doesn't matter what you are at in life, what position you are in life. I haven't made 7 figures, but I've recruited 7 figure earners, right? The reason being is because number one, I know the vision. I know where I'm going. I know how to get there. And I know that David has mentors to help me help them get there. Right. So I'm leveraging my mentors. It's the number one thing I do is I leverage my mentors. So when you want to hire somebody that's bigger, better, faster, stronger, smarter, and taller than you have to leverage, right? Leverage makes the wait a little bit easier. So you leverage your relationship with Marcus. You leverage your relationship with David. You leverage your relationship with Aiden. So leverage helps you build your business because the only way you're going to build a business is if you have people that are better than you at certain things. Now, we all love David. We all love Marcus. We know that Marcus is very systematical, right? But David has a huge, massive vision. So that's paired together perfectly. They're not the same person. They have different skills and different abilities, right? So you guys can leverage this in your business today. The most beautiful thing about building a business is you can actually do it with everybody here. So you're building your own agency, right? I have Eagle Class. Eagle Class is on here. Most of you guys are, see Eagle Class right there. That's my class. But I also, guess what? I leverage Strike Class. I leverage the Strike Class people. I leverage Marcus. I leverage the AO Freedom people. So I'm building my business, but I'm able to leverage the other people's businesses in here to help us grow and sustain, right? I can't do it all without Marcus. I can't do it without you guys. You guys can't do it without us. So we can actually build a business together inside of this organization, which is going to allow you to supersede, grow, and outdo anything that David's done, anything that Dustin's done, anything that's Rick done. A father always wants better for his children. And I can promise you, I've been around David enough behind the scenes to know that he wants better for you guys. He wants to see you guys succeed, that he wants to see you guys do really, 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 really well. He loves you guys more than you guys think or know. When David and I are behind the scenes, right? He's my brother-in-law. We're talking about how can we change lives? Whose life can we change? Whose life can we impact? Who can we help build? Who can we help grow? Now, I was also talking to another guy where he's like, Luke, like I've had such bad mentors. I've had such bad mentors. I've had such bad mentors. And I'm like, okay, you've had really bad mentors. What about me, David? What about me, David, and Nick now? Like, how good are you? How good are we compared to your last mentors? Oh, night and day. You guys are the best mentors we've ever had. You guys are the best teachers. I wanted to ask him, but I held it back. So I'm going to ask it to all of you guys. Are you guys the best students? Right? Because you guys have me, David, your mentors, but are you guys actually requesting, your mentor's time? Are you guys bringing enough value to your mentors, right? The reason that I was able to go to, 100,000 in AP production to over 2 million in AP production, 3 million, 4 million in AP production is because I brought value to my mentors, but I was also bugging them. They never had to reach out to me. As a mentor, I have, 25, 35 agents in the pipeline, another 50 on another team in the pipeline. I can't reach out to 100 people every single day. But the star students rise to the top and get my time. The star students rise to the top and get David's time, right? So you guys have to think about how can I be the best student to my mentor? Because you want your mentor's time. So I'm going to ask you, have you been the best student? Because like for real, I've done, 7 figures in AP, David's done 7 figures in net income. So are you guys doing what we're asking you guys to do to earn your mentor's time? Because the one thing that's helped me grow is earning my mentor's time the most, right? And so that's a little bit of like a cheat code, a little bit of hack, but I also wanted you guys to know like what's actually really possible. Like I know that like me, Marcus, and David, when we're behind the scenes, we're thinking 160 million or more a year. Like we don't want to share that with you guys because that's going to blow your guys' brains, right? But let's start with the 100,000. Let's start with the 100,000. 100,000 is what? 50 sales, 60 sales a year, 100 sales a year. That's like one every 3 days. You guys can do a sale one every 3 days, right? I started my first year, I made like 85,000. Then I made 95,000. Then I made 150,000. Then I made 200,000. I made 250,000. I still started from somewhere, right? And so if it is challenging, if you are having trouble getting into flips, getting into sits, if you are having difficulty somewhere, what am I going to say? I'm going to say that's good. I'm going to say that's good because if you have these difficulties, guess what? Who's going to be next? The person that you bring on, the next agent that you have is going to have the same exact difficulties. So it's actually good that you struggled because now you can help the next person, right? You can help the next person that's coming after you. Hey, I went through that. My first time at AO, my second time I'm back. It's my second time when I just came back and I was on AO Intel. I was working through my lead pack. I got 15 people to answer the phone and I didn't flip any of them. My first 3 days, I got 0 flips. I'm like, oh my gosh, like David, like what is going on, Marcus? Like it took me 10 minutes to get on a flip and I couldn't even flip them at the end. I didn't even know how to work Zoom. I can't figure out Google Meet. I don't know what I'm doing, right? But I struggled through that. And now guess what? I help some people every single day get on flips, right? So the problems that I've encountered are now solutions that I can offer you. So I want you guys to look at your problems a little bit differently. Your problems aren't just for you to get mad. Your problems are actually things for you to overcome so you can help other people overcome them. Does that make sense? So just because you're going through something difficult in life doesn't necessarily mean it's all because, oh, like you want to take yourself out of the picture. It's not about you. It's about, I'm going to overcome this so I can help someone else get through this. Does that make sense? I'm going to overcome this so I can help someone get through this. And with that right there, that's going to be a life changing mindset. It's going to be a life changing attitude because if you can overcome the problems that you are encountering, you, number one, are going to make more money. And another thing that I like to do, I like to solve. David says this all the time, but the more problems you solve, the more money you make, right? So if you go solve these clients' problems, you're going to make money. Okay. But now I want you to think about this. Can I solve my mentor's problems? Why is that crazy? Because if you solve my problem, if you're on my team, if you solve David problems on David's team, guess what? That's going to also make you more money, right? So Marcus comes in here, he's solving like every single problem that David has. Marcus is like, I'm solving it. I'm solving it. I'm solving it. Like I challenge you to beat like if David has a problem, I challenge you to try to beat Marcus to the solution. Marcus is like the number one most solution oriented person I know. But if you want to make more money, you solve more problems. So I want to solve the biggest problem. So I'm going to try to solve Marcus's problems. I'm going to try to solve David's problems. If you're on my team, how can I help Luke solve Luke's problems? Right? The reason being is because that frees up my time to then invest back into you. So I'm not focused on other small things. So if you have a mentor and you want to earn their time, you want to make the money they're making, you want to build a business with them, it's actually time for you to start solving their problems and also your problems and the people under you problems and your clients' problems. So the more problems you solve, the better you're going to grow, the faster you're going to grow. We talked about capacity last time. Your capacity is going to grow also. So is that amazing? Is that amazing? Okay, awesome. Very, very good. Let's go. So that's kind of what I got right now. Another thing that David touched on was discipline equals freedom, right? So discipline equals freedom. What do I mean by that? The more disciplined person, if you're disciplined with your finances, it might be tight at first, right? Because you're like, oh, I can't eat out. Oh, I shouldn't buy this. Oh, I shan't go to this movie. Oh, I don't want to do this, right? So it seems restrictive at first, right? Because the other person's like, oh, like I can go to movies. Oh, I can go out to eat. Oh, I can go buy this thing. So it seems like that person has more freedom. But then 10 years from now, the person that actually chose discipline now is like, oh, I've got 100,000 in the bank. I can go to Japan. Oh, I've got 100,000 in the bank. I can go to visit Tokyo, right? So discipline actually creates more freedom. So the more disciplined you are, the more freedom you're going to have because we can't be so focused on what is going to be the best thing for us tomorrow, but we have to think about what's going to be the best thing for my children, my grandchildren. The most successful person we know, the most successful people I know have really great discipline. They show up every single day, whether they feel like it or not. Right. A lot of the times my emotions get in the way. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But then all of a sudden do that first dial and I say, all right, I'm here. I don't want to work out. I don't want to work out. I don't want to work out. I don't want to work out, but I still do it. Right. So even if it sucks and you're complaining about it, I still challenge you to do it either way because it's going to make you a better person. It's going to build your character. Questions, comments, concerns? All right, let's go. That gets you guys fired up, I hope. Awesome. Let's do a takeaway then on that. Pena, I hear you. Yeah, that's really good takeaway. Joel, what about you, sir?